children of Gaia with the auspicious momentum of the new moon. Remember that the timing is perfect for new ideas, new beginning, new inspiration, following your passion and your excitement in every present moment, which leads you to more and more of who and what you truly are, and ultimately to us.
Greetings, dear friends. It's always such a passion, such an honor, and such a joy to have these beautiful interactions. And as our beloved friend Shanaya just mentioned, indeed, new moon is perfect time for new beginnings. And in addition to this, we can add that it's also a perfect time to let go, to continue letting go of what no longer serves you, continue letting go of old-fashioned, outdated belief systems, ways of thinking, ways of acting, things that could obstruct you from really expanding into the greatness of your souls. Because the new moon is time for letting go and then really start something new, start afresh, start anew, like a blank canvas where you draw, where you paint your preferred reality experience.
And speaking of the true self and the preferred self, the first question and topic that we would like to address today is what does it mean to be the true self, to be the preferred self? Is there a distinction between the two? And what we would say here is that there is actually no distinction because that place that you are whenever you are your true self is the preferred place to be. And by place, we mean a state of being, a state of consciousness, because this state of consciousness aligns you with what is here and now. And because everything exists simultaneously, all of the different opportunities that are for you exist here and now. And it is a matter of simply being here and now rather than doing, simply being with what is, that allows you to hear ideas, to receive inspiration, to acknowledge the possibilities that are in the moment, your next step, so to speak, which ultimately leads you to the preferred self and the preferred reality mirroring that preferred self.
And in addition to this, we could say that the true self is the self that is not afraid to act boldly, is not afraid to take actions in the physical reality, is not afraid to move forward with integrity, with courage, with love and compassion. True self is the self that realizes that everything is connected, that everything is one. True self is the being that, in the face of challenges, he or she laughs, smiles, and knows that this is just another opportunity in order to grow more, in order to expand more, in order to reach heights that you have never thought are even possible for you. So we would suggest to take some time. This is something you could do early in the morning, whenever you wake up. Take some time and contemplate on what your preferred self, what your future and truest self is, what he or she is doing, what they're doing right now, how they're thinking, how they're feeling, how they're acting in the midst of a challenge. And the more you do that, the more you enter into this visualization, like, do not just see it as on a screen, but see yourself, experience yourself in this visualization. You are the main character. And the more you do that, the more you will start to embody these energies of the true self, of the truest self. And as Shanaya said, this is the preferred self, because this is the self that is with heart fully open and activated, with heart filled with unconditional love. It realizes that the separation here is just a play, is just a game in the physical reality experience. And when you have this knowingness, you can achieve miracles and wonders in your life, in your reality, in your personal reality, but also in the outside world, in the collective reality.
And we are smiling here in this beautiful reply of our dear friend Ruim Nuil, acknowledging the loving presence that their words bring in this here and now.
Thank you, dear friend.
The next topic that we would like to speak about is how to overcome rejection. And here we would allow for our friend to reply to this question first.
Thank you. Rejection. If you contemplate, if you think about the rejection itself, what does it mean? And following what we have been just discussing about the true self, if you're embodying the energies, the love, the compassion, the knowingness, and the wisdom of the true self, there could be no rejection that could affect you in a negative way. Rejection is just a synchronicity, is just an event which gives you a sign that is not the needed direction, is not the needed action that you are taking right now. But here again, you need to have a discernment, because sometimes when you're acting on your passion, when you're following your highest excitement, and you're in alignment with your true will, with your divine purpose, you will be tested by yourself, by the universe. So a rejection from one point of view could be a test that your higher self, that your higher being is putting this test before you in order to really have realized that you have the inner strength first to overcome this challenge, which is the rejection, and then to move forward more boldly. But then there is the other situation where rejection could mean that you just need to change the way you're acting, the way you are, the direction that you're going forward. And again, this is something positive because it's bringing you closer to what? To the opposite of rejection. It's which is acceptance. Remember, in everything in the physical reality, there is the yin, there is the yang. So in the rejection, there is the slight bit, the part which is acceptance, which is allowance. And by staying in a positive state, by staying in a state which is allowing and loving, you can allow for this energy to actually grow to such an extent that the rejection becomes an acceptance and an allowance.
And if you find yourself experiencing disappointment or sadness or any other not preferred thoughts and feelings, you can simply ask yourself, who is being rejected here? Is it the form or is it the formless within you? Because the formless within you, your true essence, the consciousness that you are, can never be rejected because it is one with all other people and beings and everything that surrounds you. It is one system. It cannot but love all of its parts together and see them as themselves, as itself. So, in that sense, it is the same like loving somebody. You are what you love about them. It's not particularly the form that they are, their body, their appearance, their character. You love their essence that you can sense when you are present with them. That subtle presence, that subtle that they emanate, energy that they emanate, that you are recognizing. So these two polarities are the same. What is true can never be rejected nor destroyed. And the third topic that we would like to address today is how can we be of service to Gaia, or how can people be of service to Gaia, assisting her with the climate change. And here we would suggest whenever you are, wherever you are, if you are feeling excited, of course, we would recommend that you take some actions into this direction. And this could be as simple as if you are in nature, you can go in nature, you can connect to, you can sit next to a tree, or you can sit on the ground and connect to Gaia, to her core, and you can simply ask her if you can be of service to her for the climate changes. And of course, you can wait for the answer. Gaia can say yes and can give you even more details. Of course, you're being present at that moment so that you can hear her response. She can point you in the direction that you can work on, or she can say no. And in that case, you can simply observe within you, is there something that I can work on, a particular belief system, or something that is not no longer serving me. And if Gaia says yes, and you receive a particular answer, we would suggest go for it. There are numerous other ways through which you can, and the simplest thing that you can do for Gaia and for climate change is sending a chi ball, inhaling from the energy that surrounds you, charging your heart center, exhaling through your palms into a chi ball. And when you do this, for example, 9 times or 18 times or 36 times, you can program the chi ball asking that Gaia, Mother Earth, is supported in climate change, that people are becoming more and more conscious of their actions, of their care for the planet, for their home, and that you receive, that all people receive inspiration on taking a good care for the planet. And then sending the chi ball. This is the simplest thing that you can do to assist Gaia in her process. You can, of course, join an NGO, which is serving society in this particular area, climate change. You can start your own movement, many different options, but the Chibol is the most simplest one that is always available to you.
Beautiful, very beautiful. And in addition to this, we could say that the simplest way in order to assist Gaia in her evolution and in her climate thing, climate changing, is just to realize more and more, bit by bit, every day, that you are an extension of Gaia. Gaia has a spirit, and whenever you connect with your spirit, and the more you start feeling yourself and experiencing yourself as Gaia, you will realize, humanity will realize that even the smallest action taken in the physical reality from unconsciousness could affect Gaia and could affect and is affecting not only Gaia, but also the surrounding planets, also the different layers and levels and dimensions of Gaia, because everything is interconnected. And the more you get awareness in this, that this is occurring, that this is happening, the more you will be of assistance to Gaia. But as Shanaya said, this is really useful and this is very beneficial to make a chi ball. You can actually do that many times. You can do that every day in a specific time for at least 4 times, 4 days in a row. And just blessing Gaia, blessing the people in order to realize, humanity to realize that they're an extension of Gaia, and that the more they purify themselves, the more they let go of what no longer serves. In this way, they're assisting Gaia so that she can also go more smoothly through her evolutionary changes, through her growth and evolution that she's constantly going through.
We are so very grateful to all of you, beautiful divine children of Mother Earth, for receiving this message and for opening your hearts to receive us. We wish you a magical and beautiful here and now.
And we keep you in deep appreciation and love in our hearts. As always, we wish you magical, waking, lucid dreams in your realities.